1 minute.
This is no my. No. Don't copy the questions. Good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Shall we start the session, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How are you guys? Will able to hear properly what I'm talking?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
It's clear. Yeah. Yeah. The last session we are doing with sequences and series. So this class we are going to start with straight lines. That's what we discussed. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So anyone can brief what we done in grade 9 and 10 straight lines? Anyone?
Coordinate geometry.
Yes. Coordinate geometry, not straight lines. Yes. It's a continuation of our coordinate geometry only. What do you learn in the coordinate geometry? What you done?
Distance formula. Section
Next.
formula.
First, we will start with what kind of reference system we are having. What are the reference systems we are having? What kind of reference systems we are having? What kind of reference systems we are having? What is meant by reference system? Anyone? What kind of reference system we are having? Please. Any others? Please, students.
X-axis, Y-axis, Z-axis.
Yes, correct. X-axis, Y-axis. First one is we are having real axis. Say real axis, where we are going to mark our real numbers here.
Sir, Raga said he will be joining in few minutes, sir.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, and so on up to plus infinity, and so on up to minus infinity. And we can do so many things on the real axis. You can do addition. This is called real axis, where you are going to represent all your real numbers. So you can do addition on this real axis. You can do subtraction on real axis. Even you can do multiplication. You can find out the square roots and certain things you can do, certain operations you can perform, and you can able to explain the fractions and everything. Whatever thing related to real numbers, everything we can able to explain using this axis. It's a kind of reference system where we are going to refer. One means from here to here is 1, 2, this is 3. So if I want to add a 3 plus 4 means 3, again from here 4 units. So what are the units you are getting from the origin? That is called total addition. This is your real axis. After that, we require some other reference system to understand certain things in a proper way. That reference system we are calling as coordinate system, rectangular coordinate system, rectangular reference system, which we are having two different axes. One is x-axis, one is y-axis. We already know. So this is called y-axis, negative side of y-axis, positive direction of x-axis, negative direction of x-axis. The point of intersection of these two axes is called origin. Here we are using 2 points to represent any location on the plane. The entire plane is dividing into 4 quadrants: first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. So the first quadrant consists of positive x-axis and positive y-axis. Second quadrant consists of negative x-axis and positive y-axis. Third quadrant is negative x-axis, negative y-axis. So fourth quadrant consists negative x and negative y-axis. The first one is called abscissa, second one is called ordinate. And the order is the important. That's the reason this is called an ordered pair. So the pair of two numbers, which is keeping in a braces, and the order is important. If I'm saying x comma y is equal to p comma q, it is possible only when x is equal to p, y is equal to q. And if x is not equal to y, I can't say x comma y is equal to y comma x. If order is not matter, then both are equal. But if I'm calling what are the locations you are representing in this coordinate system, order is important. That's the reason this is called an ordered pair. The same kind of ordered pair we already discussed relations and functions. And when you're mapping the elements from one function to one set to another set. And this is the basic things we already done. And after this, what are the things we started, students? After this, what are the things we done? After this, what are the things we done in grade 10? This is just basics, a glimpse of um, uh, uh, coordinate geometry, what we done in 9th standard. After that, anything I forget from grade 10? Students, Amsini, Raghav, Nitin, Vaishnavi.
So we also had
Yeah,
distance formula, section formula, then
correct,
area of triangle.
correct. We started with, if I'm having a coordinate axis like this is positive x-axis and y-axis. This is a point P and this is another point Q. How I can measure the distance without using any scale or practically? Theoretically, that means analytically how I can do the things. Let's call this. That means I should not use any pencil, like drawing on the paper and all. Without how I can do. So with the help of some triangles and Pythagoras theorem and all, we named, suppose in coordinate geometry, rectangular coordinate geometry, if I'm giving two positions called as 2 points, where P x1 comma y1, Q x2 comma y2, these two are the points representing two different positions in the coordinate system, then what is the distance between P and Q? P and Q is known as distance formula. Some subtraction of the squares of the ordinates and abscissas. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Just subtract corresponding ordinates and abscissas and square it and add it under the root. Or you can write x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. This is one of the important formula many places we will use. With the help of this, we done so many applications. Anyone can give the, what are the applications we done with the help of distance formula? Can you recollect? What you done? Students, please. Mainly we started with finding the distance between 2 points.
Length of each side of a figure also we
Suppose
use.
if I'm giving 3 points, what kind of triangle it will frame? Can you give what are the different triangles and its conditions? Right angle triangle. Suppose if I want saying A, B, C are the three coordinates where A is equal to x1, y1, B is equal to x2, y2, C is equal to x3, y3. If I'm asking, check what kind of whether it is right angle triangle or isosceles triangle or scalene triangle. What are the conditions? With the help of the, I don't know the angles. If I know the angles, I can say very clearly, sir, this is isosceles triangle, this is scalene triangle, this is right angle triangle. With the help of the sides, how we can identify this is isosceles triangle, this is scalene triangle, this is right angle triangle. Students, acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. and equilateral triangle.
If my, the cousin sister.
Guys, expecting some response from you people. This is very basic. On what basis you can say, what is the condition? Suppose if I'm saying this is a triangle, I'm giving three coordinates x1, y1, p, x2, y2, c, x3, y3. Suppose if I'm saying whether triangle ABC is condition for right angle triangle, condition for obtuse angle triangle, condition for acute angle triangle, condition for equilateral triangle, condition for scalene triangle, and condition for isosceles triangle. Students, with the help of the distance formula, I can calculate BC distance is A, AC distance is small b, and AB distance is C. So A, comma B, comma C are the three sides of the given triangle with the help of the distance formula. Now, please, who is going to explain? Raghav? Any idea? Hamsini? Students, many are here, please. Arshida, Navya, Arvind, Vaishnavi, Raghav, Shriya. Guys, will able to respond or not?
For right angle triangle, it should be like a square. We have to use
Yeah, you take
Pythagoras.
any one side. Suppose if A is the biggest of all the three sides, if A is the biggest of all the three sides, take one conclusion, then only you can able to explain. Otherwise, you have to give three conditions. If A is the bigger side, A square will be equal to B square plus C square. This is a condition for right angle triangle. For equilateral triangle, A is equal to B is equal to C. For scalene triangle, A is equal to B and not equal to C. Or A not equal to B is equal to C, or A is equal to C but not equal to B. Any one condition is enough. But and isosceles, sorry, this is for isosceles triangle. Any two sides must be same. Simple. Any two sides must be equal. And when it comes to scalene, all the three sides are different. When it comes to equilateral, all the three sides should be same. Then what about obtuse angle triangle and acute angle triangle? How we will calculate obtuse angle triangle and acute angle triangle? Please guys, waiting for your answer. Please check and let me.
Sir, we can actually find the slope of two lines.
Guys, I don't know the slope. I'm a grade 10 student. Children, I don't know the slope. I'm grade 9 and 10 student. I know only the distance formula. What is the meaning of slope and all? I will learn now only. I'm going to learn now only. Think over it. It's a grade 7. You got that one. A square is equal to B square plus C square. What kind of triangle? If A square is greater than B square plus C square, what kind of triangle? If A square is less than B square plus C square, what kind of triangle? Apply these conditions and search over the net or book or whatever thing you want. Please let me know the answers. Retrieve your learning from basics, please. Guys, still waiting for your answers. Which condition? See, already this condition I told. Guys, are you looking any answers, searching, or still doing your own work? Students, expecting some answers from you. Hamsini, Harshida, Vaishnavi, please. What is the condition for obtuse triangle, obtuse angle triangle?
Sir,
Condition.
a square should be less than b square plus c square.
A square should be less than b
B
square
square
plus
plus
c square. Acute angle triangle.
a square should be greater than b square.
A square should be greater than b square plus c square. Simple. You take acute angle triangle can be taken as a equilateral triangle is an acute angle triangle. A, B, C and A. It's an acute angle only, no? Equilateral triangle. So I can take a square to a square. So a square is less than, no, here. Then how it is acute angle triangle? Sir, how to remember I am saying? See here, very basics. Please guys, these basics looks like very simple, but you have to keep it in mind. If it is a right angle triangle, this is a b, sorry, this is a b c. So you are saying a square is equals b square plus c square. Sir, there are another conditions. A square must be greater than b square plus c square. A square must be less than b square plus c square. If I'm taking a right a isosceles triangle, sorry, equilateral triangle where all the sides are same. One side is square is a square, remaining two sides square, a square plus a square. So a square is greater than b square plus c square, or a square is less than b square plus c square here. Are you getting, students, what I'm saying, what I'm asking you?
Yes, sir.
So what is the condition for acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle? So with the help of the distance formula, we are going to discuss this condition. Apart from this, if I'm giving 4 coordinates, with the help of distance formula, how I will know this is a rectangle? What kind of quadrilateral? How to know quadrilateral? What is the condition for rectangle? Suppose if opposite sides are equal, if all the sides are equal, it might be square or rhombus. If opposite sides are equal, it will be a rectangle or parallelogram. So what makes square and rhombus differ? What makes rectangular parallelogram are different with the help of the distance formula? Students, what is the difference between square and rhombus? All the sides are equal in both the cases. What is the difference? With respect to the distance formula, I need. Square is looking like this, sir. Rhombus is looking like a diamond. With all the sides are same. But how we can prove this is the rhombus? These coordinates will form the square. These coordinates will form the rectangle. These coordinates form. If you look into the diagonals will bisect each other in all the cases. But the length of the diagonals are equal in square and rectangle. The length of the diagonals are not equal in parallelogram and rhombus. But once we done the slope concept, entire perception will change. We will do in a simplest method. So after distance formula, what we done, guys? After distance formula, what we done?
Section formula.
Section formula. Anyone can explain section formula, internal division and external division? Students, suppose if I am having a line A, B, there is a point P which is dividing the line into m:n ratio. Then the coordinates of P is, coordinates of P x1 comma y1 will be equal to m. Suppose these coordinates are x1 y1, x2 y2. So the coordinates of P x comma y will be equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus 1, my2 plus ny1 by m minus n. The same way, if I am discussing a x1 comma y1, b x2 comma y2, p is x comma y, which is dividing the line into m is to n ratio externally, then the p coordinates are mx2 minus nx1 by m minus n, my2 minus ny1 by m minus n. From this, there are some applications. Applications of section formula.
Sir, is it
We can
m plus
calculate the midpoint of, sorry, students, please.
m plus 1?
I didn't get you. Can you repeat again your question?
Sir, in the denominator, it is m plus n or m minus n?
M minus n if it is externally. If it is internally, m plus n.
Okay, sir.
So there is a two divisions. The meaning of internal division means this is a, b. The point is p here. So the ratio of ap by pb is equal to m by n. External means this is a line ab. The point is somewhere here. So this ratio is ap by pb is equal to minus m by n ratio here. This is meaning of external division. Questions will be based on this, but there is no section formula. Directly they started with slope of the line. Yeah, important conditions. What are the coordinates of the origin? Amchini? Coordinates of the origin is how much? Coordinates of the origin.
0, 0.
0, 0. Any point on the x-axis. What is any point on the x-axis? How the points looks on x-axis? If you are traveling on x-axis, how the points looks? How the positions?
X comma 0.
Answer, please, students. Expecting some answer. Any point on x-axis, just try. You know how to locate the points?
0, x.
No. What is the
Sorry.
point here? What is the point here? How to locate the point here? This is a mark. I'm marking these points. A, B, C. What are the coordinates of A? Suppose if the point marking here, what you are going to do? From here, what is its distance? This is your coordinates. From here, what is its distance? That is your y coordinate. So this coordinate is called px comma y. Same as from here, what is the distance along x-axis? 1. From here, what is the distance along y-axis is 0. So a is 1, 0. When it comes to b, from here along x-axis 2. From here along y-axis 0 units, 2, 0, 3, 0. If it is here, minus x, 0. So any point on the x-axis is some k, 0, where k is an integer. So instead of that, we will take x, 0 is a variable point on the x-axis where x is an integer. Instead of k, 0, consider x, 0, that will be useful. Same as if I'm discussing any point on the y-axis. It will be 0, y, where y is an integer. Since y is an integer. Is it clear, guys? How to locate the points certain times? It will be useful. This data is very much useful for some numericals. Now, applications of the sections. Suppose if I'm giving a line x1, y1, b x2, y2, and I join both the points, I'm getting a line segment of AB. What is the midpoint formula? Midpoint of AB. How much, students? Students, question for you. What is the midpoint of two line joining points, two coordinates?
Sir, x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2
So
by
what is the logic behind that? On what basis, how we can derive this one? How we derived this one? How we can derive the midpoint of 2 points? What is the meaning of midpoint, guys? What is the meaning of midpoint? When you can say this is a midpoint of a line. Suppose if I'm saying P is a midpoint of a line, then what condition should satisfy to say it is a midpoint? The
Sir, it will,
length of AP must be equal to PP, then I can say P is midpoint. But technically, if I want to say P is a midpoint, P should divide the AB line into 1:1 ratio.
Yes,
If
sir.
I'm applying the section formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Suppose if A comma B, if A is x1 comma y1, B is x2 comma y2, and P comma Q to coordinate, or I can say find the trisection points of line joining of AB, or in P and Q are two coordinates which will trisects the line AB. That meaning is P or Q will divide the line 2:1 ratio and 1:2 ratio. Then it is called trisection point. The meaning of trisection point, I have to divide the AB line exactly into 3 pieces. That means at 2 places you have to cut it. If P is cutting nearby A, then it will be 1:2 ratio. Q is cutting nearby B, then it is 2:1 ratio. So in this case, P is equal to how much? 2x1 plus x2 by 3, 2y1 plus y2 by 3. So remaining point is x1 plus 2x2 by 3, y1 plus 2 by 3, y2 by 3. This is how we can calculate the trisection points. It's a not required formula, but this will be useful in some higher level numericals when they can mix with the equation of lines for us. All these things we already done. So what is the left? Centroid of a triangle. Based on your physics from the centroid concept, what is the centroid of a triangle, students? When you can say this is the centroid of a triangle, A, B, C. What is the definition of the centroid of a triangle in math? Centroid of a triangle. Students, anyone? I can say centroid of a triangle is
Sir, x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3.
point of intersection of medians of a triangle. Will you agree? AD is one median, BE is one, CF is another median. The point of intersection of medians is called centroid. G is the centroid. If G is the centroid, which will divides the median of the triangle in the ratio 2:1. That means AZ to GD is 2:1 ratio. If I'm applying this formula, I will get x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. We need this information. I can't say where it will be useful, But sometimes some numericals we need that data. How we derived the centroid formula, remembering the formula up to one level only we can do the numericals. But what is why I'm making you to recollect this data also? Might be it will useful in different places for us. When the situation comes, you will understand. Where they are mixing the plane geometry with coordinate geometry, these details are very much important. In center, X center, centroid, circumcenter, 9-point center, so many things are there. But some level I am going to give. So one more last topic we left in the grade 10. What is it? Area of the triangle. How to calculate the area of the triangle ABC if A is equal to x1 comma y1, B is equal to x2 comma y2, C is equal to x3 comma y3. How to calculate area of the triangle, students? Suppose if I'm giving a triangle, how to calculate the area of the triangle? I give the A coordinates, B coordinates, C coordinates. Students, please respond. How to calculate the A coordinates, B coordinates, and C coordinates? Students, I'm asking some question to you people, children.
Sir, 1 by 2 into x1 into y2 minus y3 plus x2 into y3 minus y1 plus x3 into y1
Plus x2 into y3 minus
y3
y1
minus y1
plus
x3 into y1 minus y2.
So you can remember like this. It's a cyclic order. Each term is like a cyclic order. Cyclic order means after 1, 2 will come. After 2, 3 will come. After 3, 1 will come. If it is starting with 1, 2, 3, this is 1, 2, 3. If I'm starting with 2, after 2, 1, 3 will come. After 3, 1 will come. After 1, after 3, 1 should come. See here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So cyclic order. This is one format I can remember. But with the help of this kind of remembrance, is only useful for triangle. Now my question is how to do for any polygon. Any polygon. Suppose if I'm giving A, B, C triangle, I'm asking area. If I'm giving A, B, C, D rectangle or any quadrilateral, how to find out? A, B, C, D, E pentagon, like hexagon, septagon, any polygon, how to calculate the area if I'm giving the coordinates of the polygon. I'm giving 2 minutes time, please. Students, waiting for your response. How I can give a single formula which can cover all the things? Simple. Yeah. Shall I go with the formula? Suppose if I am giving 3 coordinates and I am asking you calculate area of this polygon, which is called triangle. It's very simple. Area of triangle ABC will be equal to half into, write all the coordinates. I'm starting with A means x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. and again x1, y1. You should end with x1 and y1. So, and cross multiply. One direction should be positive, another direction should be negative. Suppose if I'm taking left to right arrows, what are the left to right arrows? X1, y2 plus x2, y3 plus x3, y1. All should be positive. And remaining things should be, I mean, right to left arrows should be negative. Cross multiplication method. This is called x2, y1 plus x3, y2 plus x1, y3. All the things must be there. Suppose if I'm giving 4 coordinates, A, x1, y1, B, x2, y2, C, x3, y3, D, x4, y4. Then if I'm asking find the area formed by this quadrilateral, whether it might be rectangle, square, or what are the thing. So A, B, C, D area can be calculated as half. Write all the coordinates x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4, and again x1, y1. So if I'm writing as a formula, you will get all these are positive. What are the black color arrow marks I'm giving? X1, y2 plus x2, y3 plus x3, y4 plus x4, y1, and minus the red color should be subtracted from this, minus x2, y1 plus x3, y2 plus x4, y3 plus x1, y4. This is how we can do. If it is pentagon, you have to write x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, and x6. X6 is your x1 only, sorry. You are having only 5 coordinates. So this is one of the easiest way. We developed this formula from the concept of matrices. That we will, it won't come in +2 level, but it is developed from the matrices only, or we can call as a cross multiplication method from the great and simultaneous equations. So this is how we can able to calculate the area of the plane figures in coordinate geometry with the help of the like without using many big concepts. Hope you are clear what I'm saying, guys. Students, are you clear? I can go for the next one. Any doubts, please? I'm giving 1 minute time. Anyone having any doubt, please let me know. Students, waiting for your response. Shall I move to the next topic?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So don't think I'm giving simply these 3 questions. Might be some higher level numericals. If you are doing, definitely any one of these concepts must be useful for you. Next one is when we are doing with the help of these kind of stuff, they found that some difficulty is there. They found that there is a difficulty, and many things are unable to explain so easily. So again, they are extending the topic. So actually, this Cartesian coordinate system is much more related to physics, particularly vectors concepts, where direction should be involved. And so many physical quantities is representing with the help of the slope, and which represents a quadratic equation of in terms of x, cubic equation, and linear equation. Linear equation in the form of y is equal to ax plus b, where I can trace on this y is equal to ax square plus bx plus c, where I can trace on this graph y is equal to ax cube plus bx square plus c x plus d. So what is this meaning? How the graphs are varying? How to bring the relation between both the quantities, because y represents one quantity on the graph and x represents another quantity on the graph. So to understand all these things, initially they started the thing, how to understand the straight line when I'm drawing in a coordinate geometry. That is the first step of the coordinate geometry. Later, if we go higher levels, then drawing the circle in the coordinate geometry, drawing some other curves in the coordinate geometry, we're going to discuss. But after +2 only, those things we are going to do. So here, to understand the straight line, first of all, you have to understand how the straight line is formed. Straight line, how we can form a straight line in coordinate geometry or in a plane or in a space, students? How the formation of straight line, please? Expecting some answers from you. How we will form? Suppose the entire screen I'm splitting into 2 axes, 4 quadrants. The entire screen I'm splitting. This entire screen I'm splitting into 4 quadrants. So how I can draw a straight line in this screen? This screen is a plane of infinity size. So this entire screen is splitting into xx dash, y dash. Quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So how I can create a line here? If I'm asking you to draw a line, what you will do? Students, what you will do? What is the first step? If I want to draw a line of a fixed length, suppose I have to start from the origin. You take a reference point. I'm taking a point A, where x1 comma y1. I'm taking some other point B, x2 comma y2. I will join this line. Using the help of with the help of distance formula, I can able to calculate the distance. What is the location of A with respect to origin? X1 distance from origin and y1 distance along the y-axis from the origin. That is how we can able to discuss the position. If I'm asking the position of the, sir, it is x2 distance along x-axis and y2 distance along y-axis from the origin. So this is how we can able to discuss. So this is y2 and this is x1 and this is x2. Like this, you can able to discuss this position. Now, after joining AB, I'm having a line segment AB, and if I'm extending this one, I got a line of infinity length. I can extend like this. I can extend like this. If I'm asking what is the position of AB, I can draw the same length of the line in different places in the on my screen. Suppose if the AB length is 10 centimeter, I can draw length of 10 centimeter line at different places of the screen. How are you? Now, how I can explain its location? Like if I'm saying our motto is to understand this coordinate geometry to give the location or location in the sense kind of a direction in physics. But here we won't call as a direction. We will call as where it is with respect to x-axis or with respect to y-axis or with respect to origin where it is. But what about line AB? If I'm extending to any length, how I can explain the position of AB? Students, what ways we can refer the line in the coordinate geometry? We can refer this line with respect how much angle making with the coordinate axis. How much angle it is making. Suppose the same line. Suppose if I'm taking the coordinate axis like this, I'm drawing a line and I'm drawing another line, I'm drawing another line, I'm drawing another line. See here, this is positive x-axis. This is an angle theta. This is an angle theta 2. This is an angle theta 3. This is an angle theta 4. So all the lines are passing through one particular point and all the lines lengths also infinity, or I can make all the lines lengths is only particular length. And how I can refer this line is how it is located in the coordinate system, because its length is same. All this line 1, 2, 3, 4 are the same. Possible way I can refer how much angle making with x-axis or y-axis. There is a particular reason why we will consider only with x-axis. But in case of three-dimensional geometry, we will refer these angles with three axes, with x, with y, with z. Three angles we will difference. Here, we are going to refer with the only x-axis because we started with real axis is x-axis, but as per your knowledge, we will refer with x-axis only, or some cases we will refer with y-axis also, but that we are not calling as a slope. Because why? When we can call this slope in physical space, slope is always with respect to horizontal ground. Then only we will call as a slope. It is a slopey surface. We never represented. This is making an angle theta with the ground and 90 minus theta with the wall. But we will call only slope with respect to ground only. We will refer the slope. Slope means how much it is deviated with respect to the horizontal. So here, technically, what is the angle making with respect to positive x-axis? That is called slope. Our motto is how to find out this slope to understand the location of the line. Yeah, students, with the help of our general knowledge, we can start the defining the slope also. Hope you are clear what I am saying. Students, are you clear, guys? Simply, I'm continuously talking.
Out, sir.
Yes, sir. Hmm? Sorry, guys. Yeah, guys, anyone? How we can define with this discussion? How we can define slope concept, slope of a line? Anyone? How we can define with the help of this discussion? Slope of a line. How we can define, students? This is a coordinate system. A line is making an angle theta with respect to positive x-axis, and it will make an angle 180 minus theta with the negative x-axis, negative direction. So direction is clearly mentioned here. This is a line L. One kind of definition is if theta is the inclination of a line, then line L, then tan theta is called the slope or gradient. It is very much important. Gradient, slope or gradient of the line. Gradient of the line. What is this meaning? What we have to understand a little bit from the physics. Why we have to take tan theta? Why I can't take some other angle? Then we have to go the general definition of the slope. I already told slope means if any plane is inclined, if any line is inclined with respect to ground, I can take this inclined surface to any level. Same inclined surface. The meaning of slope is, suppose OAB is a OA is the ground, OB is the inclined surface over the ground, resting on a height of AB. Suppose if I am traveling towards a distance of x, what is the rise in height y? Suppose if I am traveling a distance of x1, what is the rise in height? If I am traveling, suppose if I am traveling from O2 in forward direction, that means you are traveling like this. After traveling a horizontal distance of x1 units, what is the rise in height or y direction due to its geometrical shape? So this change, this ratio is known as gradient. The gradient means how my height is changing if x is changing. Very clearly, I can say, suppose if I'm traveling up to here, then you are reaching up to this point. Suppose if I'm traveling further up to some Q point, then you are reaching up to some P point where your height is PQ. If I'm increasing the X value, my Y value is also increasing. Students, are you clear what I'm saying? Students,
So can
are
you
you clear
repeat
what?
again?
See, the meaning of gradient or slope means if I'm having a ramp like this, if I'm having a ramp like this, so AB is the horizontal distance and C is the ramp. You are walking on the ramp. So when you are walking along the ramp, your position from the ground will decides by how much distance horizontally you are walked. Correct? Suppose if moving X distance horizontally, you can raise a distance of Y here. If you're moving X2 distance horizontally, you will move a distance of Y2 vertically here. So this Y value is depends upon X.
Yes, sir.
Students will able to hear? Kirtana?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we will continue the slope concept tomorrow. I think all of you completed their exams. Any exams is happening in school, I hope completed. Might be this Saturday, Friday, might we can have some extra sessions. I'm planning, I will discuss with the sir and you will get a message if there is an extra sessions, keep ready. We'll try to wind up this straight line with more number of much more practice we have to do. Might be, I will take some extra session and I will let you know. Yeah, we'll meet in the next class. Bye everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
sir.